Each new day brings new challenges, but AARP only sees possibilities. We're tackling the concerns of our communities and supporting the kind of change that can benefit all of us. Take on today with AARP. Learn how at aarp.org/SD.
The beastly cold isn't so much of a problem for livestock herds in KELOLAND that have some built-in advantages over people when it comes to staying warm. This morning, we'll hear from a local livestock producer about concerns he has about calving season that's rapidly approaching. Plus, we'll tell you about a local shoe drive in memory of someone who enjoyed flashy footwear. Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your boredom busters, but first, our top story. Well, our bitterly cold weekend isn't just taking a toll on people, but on pipes as well. Local plumbing and cleaning companies have been busy responding to homes and businesses dealing with frozen pipes. A pipe that's been exposed to the cold can burst, much to the expensive and messy surprise of homeowners.
There's pipes that are frozen this very minute that people don't know it's happened. They don't know that they're the proud owner of a broken pipe.
Now, Berg advises homeowners to open all interior doors in the house to even out the temperature inside and set your thermostat at 55 degrees or warmer. Well, even when the visibility is clear, it can still be a dangerous time to be a snowplow driver in South Dakota. The Department of Public Safety reports 5 crashes involving cars running into DOT plows since Thursday. 4 of those crashes resulted in tickets. The most common type of crashes are rear-end collisions when people don't realize that plows are moving at no more than 35 miles an hour. Getting sideswiped or clipped by passing vehicles are also a hazard for plow operators.
It is like, you know, traffic's out there moving at 80 miles an hour. Is like, is today the day I'm going to get hit again? Or it's always in the back of your mind.
The Department of Public Safety says drivers should stay 200 feet behind a plow and do not pass if visibility is poor in front of the plow. The cold weather presents special challenges to KELOLAND livestock producers. Farmers like Scott Nakamas have to pay close attention to their herd to make sure that they still have access to water and feed. But he says the cold really isn't the problem.
If the wind comes up real big, we'll maybe bring them in, get them around some buildings so they can get out of that wind.
Nakamas says cattle have incredibly tough skin and grow a fluffy, insulated coat of hair during the winter months to help them keep warm. His bigger concern is the start of calving season, which for him is only about 2 weeks away. Well, let's get our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. We don't have much in the way of active weather to talk about, but a lot in the way of cold, and we're already off to a pretty frigid start in a couple of areas. 0 this morning as we take a cloudy view downtown with a west wind at 5 miles per hour. Now, while the wind isn't going to be all that bad today, the temperature will be 4 below 0 already in Lake Madison with a north wind at 8 miles per hour, and it's not going to get a whole lot better. -3 in Yankton, -7 Valentine, Pier at -13, -17 in Rapid City. How about 22 below 0 in Mulbridge and in Aberdeen? But that's the air temperature. And while the wind isn't too bad, it's around 5 to 10 miles per hour, it doesn't take much to put that wind chill toward dangerously low levels. How about wind chills around 25 to 35 degrees below 0 from Pier points north and even into Rapid City as well. We have various wind chill headlines in effect through the weekend and even for portions of KELOLAND into the start of next week. But like I said, not much in the way of activity happening on radar. We had a few flurries earlier this morning, so a few slick spots on the roads in southeastern KELOLAND, but that's really just about it. We'll talk about those wind chill headlines and the rest of your 7-day forecast all coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Well, nearly 1 year ago, Jaron Fountain died in a crash on Minnesota Avenue. Jaron's mom and stepdad say he had a love for shoes, especially ones that are colorful and unique. To help keep his memory alive, the Orthopedic Institute is once again hosting a shoe and sock drive to benefit kids at the Children's Home Society.
We're overwhelmed with the turnout, and yeah, we just can't thank everybody enough for making this happen and
Sure.
keeping his memory alive, and just blessed.
The shoe and sock drive runs through Monday. The items will be donated on Tuesday. The Dakota Territory Gun Collectors Association is hosting South Dakota's largest gun show this weekend. The Sioux Falls Trophy Show at the Convention Center features hundreds of tables of firearms and accessories for the sports shooting enthusiast. Today's hours are from 9 to 5, Sunday's hours 9 to 3. Admission is $5. Woo at the Zoo is your chance to give your favorite animal at the Great Plains Zoo a Valentine. As you walk through the zoo, show your love by dropping your Valentine into a special Valentine's Day mailbox for the animals. The hours are from 10 to 4. The cost is a zoo admission. The South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance is hosting a chocolate festival this weekend. Visitors can check out chocolate treats and other Valentine's gifts from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. today and Sunday. The Military Heritage Alliance building is located at 1600 West Russell Street. Taylor Scott is the featured performer for Levitt in Your Living Room. The free virtual concert gets underway at 7 o'clock tonight on Facebook Live. The Sioux Empire Fair Association presents Bulls and Broncs, an action-packed night of bull riding and saddle bronc at 7:30 in the Expo Center of the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds. Tickets are $20, free for kids 5 and under. Show up early and watch the Mini Bulls event starting at 5:30. Adam?
Well, it's going to be a very cold day to be outside. Having your indoor plans ready to go, especially considering temperatures today might not get above 0 in many portions of KELOLAND, and if you do, it's not going to be by a whole lot. We clear out as we head through the night, but that's a double-edged sword. On the plus side, yeah, it's a clear night. On the negative side of that, it is going to be downright frigid across much of KELOLAND. So here are the wind chill headlines we have in place. It's a wind chill advisory through noon today for southeastern KELOLAND. A little bit west of that, it's until noon on Sunday. West of that, toward, say, Bennett County, Oglala Lakota County, Rapid City, it's until noon Monday, where wind chills could be as low as 20 to 30 degrees below 0. Then we have a wind chill warning in effect, East River especially, through noon Sunday, and then towards Ziebach and Perkins County points west, it is until noon Monday, as we may see wind chill values as low as 40 degrees below 0. That will put frostbite on exposed skin in as little as 10 minutes. Then we have our wind chill watch in effect for southeastern parts of KELOLAND through midday Tuesday, where we could still see some dangerous wind chills through the first half of next week. But then we finally get some relief from these dangerously cold conditions. Along the way, we don't have much of anything to worry about in terms of snow, let alone any kind of precipitation. High pressure will do its part to keep us nice and dry and generally quiet, but it does exactly nothing to help out with that temperature. We don't get relief from that until the middle of next week. Watch as these shades of purple and blue gradually fade as we go through Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday. By the end of the week, we could actually see something we haven't had in over a week. The opportunity for above average temperatures in portions of KELOLAND. Not by much, but still something to look forward to considering how cold it has been and how cold it's going to stay for a while. Highs today, right around, if not below 0 for much of the region, with lows tonight 15 to 25 degrees below 0. Now, these are air temperature readings. This does not take into consideration the wind chill, which is again expected to get as low as 40 degrees below 0. For Valentine's Day, 0 or lower across the board, dangerously cold, East River especially. We could see 5 to 10 degrees below 0 for a high temperature. Your 7-day forecast stays cold through at least Tuesday night, but there is the light at the end of the tunnel into the double digits above 0 by Wednesday, near 30 by the end of next week. Stay safe and stay warm, everybody. Otherwise, have a great day. For more on local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.